Now that's pretty recognisable, right? So let's get into it. Now this House of the Rising Sun, this particular version, the one that's I think probably most commonly known from the Animals version, it's going to practice 3 little mini techniques here. And the first little mini technique is bass note picking. And so that's, for example, on the A minor chord, C, D, F, A minor again. That's what we've got here. And the second technique is like a kind of a raking strumming pattern. And it's that. But we also have some up picking as well, like so the plectrum is coming up as we play those strings. Also, this House of the Rising Sun by the Animals, this version uses a different time signature. In a lot of my videos we've done 4/4 time, but this one here is slightly more unusual. Not that it's uncommon, but it's 6/8 time, and what that means is that there are 6 beats in a bar. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, what we have now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That time signature. On the screen now you can see the chord progression and the chords. So here are all the chords you're going to need. You're going to need A minor, C, D, F, E, and also an E7 too. And if you need any help with any of these chords that are in this video, then there's a link down below in the description that you can click on for full tutorials. So what I want to do first is just to get an idea of the time signature. I'm going to strum through the chords here. So have a listen, and I'm just going to play it with downstrokes, nothing flash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can hear a slightly different sound compared to 4/4. Another thing about playing it like that, it's a good way to warm up, and it's a good way to warm up your strumming hand, and it's a good way to warm up your fretting hand as well before you get into the main picking. One of the things we'll also do in this tutorial is we'll also look at the great strumming pattern that I can't remember the name of the guitarist in the Animals does at the end in the last verse of this song. So here's the basic pattern over a 6/8 time signature. So this is very basic, and so on the first beat we've got the pick. This is the bass note pick. On the second and third beats we've got the strum, and then on beats 4, 5 and 6 this is where we have the up picks. And let's have a look at the A minor chord and the C major chord first. So the A minor and C are 5-string chords, and what that means, we play just the top 5 strings. So just these ones here and these ones here, and we're using our thumb to dampen this string. And so the first beat is the bass note pick, and for both chords that's going to be picking this string here, the 5th string, the A string. So whether it's A minor or C, you're still picking the same string. It's the 5th string. Obviously you can hear a change in the sound because we are not fretting anything here. On A minor it's open, but on the C major chord we're fretting the 3rd fret of the 5th string right there. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the second and third beat, is the strum. Okay, so for those 2 beats we are strumming down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you kind of need to keep that rhythm going for that strum. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now 4, 5 and 6, beats 4 and 5 and 6 is going to be the same for every chord we do. And it's an upstroke, so with your strumming hand you're going to be coming up, 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 4, 5, 6. So, and it doesn't matter what chord you're playing, whether it's A minor, C, D, F or the E, it's always going to be those strings, 4, 5, 6. So 6th string, 5th string, 4th string, 4th beat, 5th beat, 6th beat. So let's just go round this a few times. And what I would recommend is to keep your strumming hand quite close to the fretboard. Right, you want it pretty close. You don't want to be having to find the string because your hand is a long way away from your guitar. So keep it quite close here. I've got mine on this part of the guitar here. I've got this part of my hand here and I'm keeping it pretty close. And as you can see, these fingers here are not in a ball. We're not playing like that. We've got it fingers out that way so they don't hit the strings as I'm playing. A minor to C. Let's go round it a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, doing it for the first time, it's going to be a little bit tricky. So it's, you know, I will say this, it's practice. You need to put a lot of practice in to get this sounding right. Don't expect it to happen overnight or tomorrow or next week, unless of course you're practicing 24 hours a day. Try to practice it slowly as well. Don't feel the need to rush in at 100 miles an hour. So slowly. Just like that. You can still keep the rhythm. You can still keep the rhythm, you can still keep the timing, even if you're playing it slower than what it is on the record. Now let's have a look at D and F. Now again, the pattern is the same, and this time here we have 2 4-string chords. So we're only playing strings 4, 3, 2 and 1. So this is my D chord, this is my F chord, and it's the same thing basically. First note, the first beat is a bass note pick. So for D, F, D, F. Now you're still playing the 4th string, but because the chord is changing, the note sounds different. But it's still the same string. Okay, then we have the strum for beats 2 and 3. And then we can add the 4, 5, 6. And so that gives us the first 4 bars. So let's just play through that. So A minor, C, D and F. We'll play through that a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. And again, we can do it a lot slower. So we've done 5-string chords, A minor and C, 4-string chords, D and F, and now we're going to look at the only 6-string chord, which is E. So if the 5-string chord starts off with the 5th string and the 4th-string chord starts off with the 4th string, 6th-string chords, that's right, you got it, start off with the 6th string, the low E string. So we've got E, we've also got E7, that's E, E7, I usually use this version just putting my 4th finger onto the 3rd fret of the B string, the 2nd string, I like that sound. But you can also use this version where you take off the 1st finger, not the 1st, what's this one? 3rd finger, and you get a slightly different sound. It's up to you which one you use, it's still E7, this one or this one. So the pattern, again, it's the same 6-string chord. First beat, you're going to pick. Second and third beats, you're going to strum. 4th, 5th and 6th beats, you're going to pick, up pick, 6, 5, 4. Now, as for the little kind of strumming part on beats 2 and 3, don't worry too much about which strings to strum at the moment. Just play the chord as you would normally. So, you know, A minor, D, F, C. So I'm not worrying about whether I should just be picking from the strings after the first beat. I'm just playing. And also, as I said before, remember that the up picks are always on the 1st string, 2nd string and 3rd string. Doesn't matter which chord you're playing, it's always the same 3 strings. And the other thing here is that we're also learning a little bit about notes on the fretboard, because the bass note for each chord, so for example A minor, what we're playing is an open A, that's the bass note for an A minor chord. For C, what this is actually playing is a C note, so that 3rd fret of the A string is a C note. For the D chord, we're playing an open string, and it's the open D. For the F chord, we're playing it on the 3rd fret, and that note here is an F. And this open E string here for the E7 or the E major, that's an E. So you're learning a little bit about the fretboard as well while you're doing this. A little bit of a bonus there, don't you think? Now, something else that I think is really interesting about this is that you can apply this strumming technique to all open chords. So we've talked about 5-string chords, 4-string chords and 6-string chords. And for example, G is another 6-string chord. So you're going to pick this string here and then do exactly the same. A major is a 5-string chord, so you're going to pick the 5th string as you did with the A minor and play the same thing. D minor is a 4-string chord. So you're going to pick that string here, the D, and do exactly the same. So it's pretty cool. You can practice this little technique with all these open chords. Why don't you have a go? Now let's have a playthrough of the intro and the verse, and then we'll get to the strumming part that's played at the end of the song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The strumming pattern that's played at the end, I love it. And it's 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. 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 So, you know, when you're playing along with the record, really give it some welly when you're doing this part at the end. And you can hear some real accents on some of the strums. Obviously on the first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, screwed up the chords there. But 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. Give it some accent right there and it will sound really good. Now for other picking patterns, check out this link right here. And thank you so much for joining me today. Happy strumming.